Hey, this is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum against AEW Dark Elevation. This is episode 36. 6 matches, nice tight show. It's a great pattern that they've gotten into. Now, can they have match quality better than AEW Dark? That we're going to have to wait and see. We start off with Danny Adams making his first appearance for AEW against Will Hobbs with Hook. This is exactly what it should be. It's Squash City. Uh, Will Hobbs destroys him and puts him in the torture rack and gets a tap out, which is unexpected. So yeah, 3 check marks. Why? It's a squash match. So did the right guy win? Yep. Did he win in definitive fashion? Yep. And did Danny Adams do a good job in defeat? Sure. He was there to get his ass kicked, and he most certainly did. So no prob, Bob. Um, Going into the second match. Oh my God. Notes and notes. Here we go. Second match. Excuse me. Second match, we've got the Butcher on the Blade with the Bunny against Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Utah. We're going to call this a competitive match, even though we all know that Wheeler Utah is going to lose, and so he does to the Drag the Lake. But it is a good competitive match. Do both sides look good? Yes. Does a team win in definitive fashion? Sure. Butcher and Blade with their much better finisher than they used to have. And is something advanced? Yes. You get the feeling that this is continuing the brouhaha against Matt Hardy and his crew against Orange Cassidy and his. Third match, Riho against Tootie Lynn. I don't think we've ever seen Tootie Lynn before, but does a good job and has actually a semi-competitive match here with Riho, but it is most definitely a foregone conclusion squash match. Did Riho look good? Yes. Did Riho win definitively with the flying double foot stomp? Yes. And did Tootie Lynn do a good job and will probably be asked to wrestle again? I think so. So 3 check marks. Matt Hardy against Dean Alexander. Dean Alexander, one of my favorite perennial enhancement guys at AEW, and I'm glad that they continue to use him. Matt Hardy, of course, wins this thing with the leech, wins in definitive fashion. That's 2 check marks, and Dean Alexander does a great job. That's 3. So we're going into the 5th match, and we've had one competitive match, but now we get another one. So we get Nyla Rose and Emi Sakura and Mei Suruga versus Ruby Soho, who's that, and Ryo Mizunami. So we got Lulu Pencil and May at ringside. So a lot of moving parts. This tends to go pretty well. Ryo Mizunami and Soho have a lot of fun in there together, as you tend to. And at the end of the day, um, sorry. So Soho connects with her finisher to pick up the victory. And afterwards, the heels attempt to put a hurting on him, but Statlander comes to the ring with a steel chair to make the save. Both sides look good. One team won definitive fashion. Was something advanced? Yes, this idea of Chris Statlander wanting to help Ruby Rose because she wants her 100% for her match, and then possibly teasing a thing with Nyla Rose in the future as well. Interesting. This is a much better elevation than they've had in the past few weeks. And then finally, the Dark Order, in this case, Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds, and John Silver, with Colt Cabana at ringside against the Acclaimed and 2.0 in an 8-man tag. I'll call this competitive as well. The Dark Order do win, of course. But again, they really, the Dark Order really excels at these multi-person matches. Everybody gets their stuff in. It's really good. So 3 check marks because we're definitely setting up the idea that 2.0 in particular are going to continue to have a brouhaha with Dark Order. So again, a somewhat forgettable show, but at least a very, very good one.